HTML and CSS are the hearts of web development, and because of that, there are countless courses out there to learn those technologies from. And although they are so easy to learn, some teachers just overcomplicate them. And I'm not saying that they are not important, but you're going to use them a lot anyways, so it's not necessary to mindlessly watch a lot of courses about them. But you might say, I'll learn the best that way. But trust me, you're just going to learn a lot smoother just practically using those into your project. Fortunately, there is one specific resource that can teach you almost all of those important aspects of HTML and CSS. That is free, practical, and well-known. That resource, ladies and gentlemen, is freeCodeCamp, and specifically freeCodeCamp's responsive web design certificate. And disclaimer, they are not sponsoring this video, but as they are a non-profit community, I made this video to share my personal opinion about them. Now, a lot of you might disagree, but let me explain. When you're watching a normal course, you'll usually follow the instructor and write the code alongside them. But I find it so overwhelming to constantly alt-tab between windows and rewriting codes that are already written. And a lot of you guys might be okay with this, but this actually makes you tired because you're not thinking about the code's solution. You're just copying it. And a lot of you might say that's not true. My teachers gives us a lot of practices to do whilst we are following him in the coding. And to that I'll say, well, fair enough. If your code includes a lot of practices alongside with practical examples, I'd say your course is pretty good. But freeCodeCamp also includes that. On freeCodeCamp, you will first see an explanation of the code and how the code works, and then you're going to immediately start writing the code that you learned. And that's a very solid practice if you ask me. If you write the code correctly, your code will become green, and then you can go to the next part. But if not, they'll give you a fail message and a hint on how to fix your code. That's simple, but that's not all. They also have these things called certification projects, where you have to build a full web page from scratch according to the instructions they give you. And they also have 5 of them. I found that challenging, but not so challenging to make me quit. I actually found it very encouraging, and that helps me to enjoy building those projects. They didn't turn out that good, but they made me learn a lot about those languages. They also give you a certificate if you're interested, but the main thing about them is the way that they teach you stuff. And that's the main reason I'm making this video about them. And again, I should mention that they are not sponsoring this video, but just give it a try and you'll know what I mean. They also recently changed their JS course, and although I'm very well experienced in JavaScript, I'm still gonna try it. The only thing that I found a little bit disappointing is that the course is too short. They could easily expand it and teach us a lot more. But in general, it's absolutely awesome for beginners, no questions asked. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video and have an awesome coding day.